Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Barry Asman. I'm a co-founder of the Low Vision Shop. I hope everyone's staying healthy and remaining in quarantine and keeping with the social distancing. We're just going to be waiting here for a moment for my co-host, Matt from Eschenbach, who will be joining us. So bear with us just a moment and we'll be on our way. So thank you. All right, looks like Matt is here. Good afternoon, Matt. How are you? Matt, can you hear us?
I can hear you. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Hope everyone's staying healthy on your side. And as I was just saying to all of our participants who are here, it's we're happy to have this webinar together today with Eschenbach. So I want to just really thank you for your time. Glad to see that I'm not the only one that's not shaving during these crazy times.
Stay safe.
So what I would like to do is before we continue forward, then I'm going to hand it over to you. And I have a bunch of questions for you, and I'm looking forward to really going through the ABCs, if you want to call it, of handheld magnifiers, video magnifiers, and a variety of different low vision aids and accessories that can really make a tremendous benefit for those who are living with low vision sight loss conditions.
Right.
So we're doing this as a webinar, and if based on what platform you are using, you have the ability to either raise your hand. I believe everyone can raise their hand. There should be a button to raise your hand, and there's also a Q&A. So hopefully everyone here is going to be open. No one's going to be shy. So if anyone has any specific questions, please don't be shy. Raise your hand, or you can send a Q&A, and we will be happy to answer those questions. So again, I just want to thank everyone for participating and joining us today, and especially you, Matt. And
Sure.
let's get moving. So let's I'm sure most people out there have heard the name Eschenbach before. It's definitely a pretty powerful name in the low vision community. And so I would offer you just to give just a very quick, brief background, maybe for some of you who are not familiar with the name Eschenbach.
Thank you. So Eschenbach, they were created in 1913 in Nuremberg, Germany, and the North American subsidiary, Eschenbach Optic of America, started in 1983. So they're a leader in lens innovation and lens technology. They're truly lens engineers. I had the opportunity to go to Germany last year in March to witness these lens engineers go to work. And the quality control and level of expertise that they utilize and maintain their equipment is beyond your wildest imagination, because they do truly, when they talk about German engineering, it's something that's real, and I saw that. So and it goes into our handheld magnifiers as well as our telescopes, and then video magnifiers, as far as making something that's going to work well for any individual that might have a low vision need and want to utilize a product to help them achieve that goal. That's kind of way our products are catered. So, that's an overview on Eschenbach.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So, the Eschenbach range is really diverse. There's not just like 4 or 5, handheld magnifiers. No. It's really diverse. And so, again, it's hard, through a webinar to understand where everyone is holding with sight loss, but let's, start with the handheld magnifiers and then work our way up to maybe to a bar magnifier, stand magnifiers, video magnifiers, so we can give everyone here a full comprehensive overview of the Eschenbach product line. And I do want to stress also, for those of you who have the ability to visit the Low Vision Shop, to visit our actual store, outside of Corona quarantine time. We do have pretty much, I don't want to say about every device on hand, but we definitely have a wide variety of devices on hand. And we encourage everyone to pop in and to try them out and to really demonstrate the various different devices. So great opportunity. Again, not now, but we're trying to bring this webinar so we can share and go through some specific devices. And if you have a device that you're looking for and something that you're aware of and you want to purchase it, we are still shipping. Our online portal is still open and accepting orders, and you can visit us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in the comfort of your home at thelowvisionshop.com. Once again, thelowvisionshop.com. So, Matt, let's go talk about handheld magnifiers. And I do not have any handheld magnifiers here in my house, but hopefully you have a few that you want to share with us today.
I do. Can I take, can I do a presentation on my monitor so you can?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Let's see if I can give you a yeah, I'm going to go, does it allow you to, here, I'm going to give you, I'm going to allow you to do that now. Okay, you should be able to share now.
Okay, perfect. Here you go. So, are you seeing Eschenbach Mobile Lux LED clearly the best?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So this is really going to give you an overview on our Mobile Lux handheld. I do have them here and I can show you through a webinar, but in all reality, the optics and quality of the image is going to be distorted through a webcam. So I want to, we could take a look on how some of the shapes and sizes through the webcam, but this is really going to focus on that overview of our Mobile Lux handheld line.
Fantastic. And by the way, the Mobile Lux LED magnifiers are our go-to handheld, magnifiers, because they are, the quality, the LED lighting, everything about them, like you were saying, that German engineering is just really superb.
Yes, yes, and this is it to a T here. So as we got to tour the lens manufacturing plant and then the assembly plant, we actually got a chance to put this together in their assembly before they actually get shipped. So we did assemble, a 6x24 diopter handheld magnifier, like you see in the screen here. But again, it's quality control before they start the assembly process. They do their assembly, and then at the end, one more quality control before it goes into the box to make sure the switch is working, the lens isn't scratched, everything as far as casings is complete there. So the quality control level is superior here with these products. So the Mobile Lux LED line of illuminated handheld magnifiers range in power from 8 diopters to 50 diopters, award-winning design, distortion-free lens, and then the brightest LED illumination available. You do have that wide diagnostic range, and then you have illumination options, and I'll get into that shortly. And superior quality and great value and unbeatable warranty for these. So in this presentation, it's titled Clearly the Best. So clearly the best for magnifiers, but also for optics. So the
before you go to the next slide, can you just explain, maybe we'll offer you to explain it, as far as, what's the difference between power, diopter? Can you just give a little overview of that?
Yes, so power is the X magnification, and then the dioptric power for 1X equals 4 diopters. That's, the way that's categorized. Ideally, when you're utilizing magnification, the X or times number can sometimes not be, exactly what a patient would need. Ideally, you want to go by dioptric power when working with the patient. That therefore, exactly how many diopters they need, and it's going to make it, easier for them to utilize, because it's not going to be under or over magnified, and it's going to be accurate no matter, the product. So that's one thing to be clear on. So 1X.
Thank you.
1 times is 4 diopters. So the LED magnifiers, these use an SMD LED, which is a surface mounted diode on this. So there's no bulbs to change. So distinctly wider spectrum, long useful life. And then the light's tested for 50,000 hours. So basically almost 20 years or over 20 years. To soften the color of the light.
No one should be expecting to change the light bulb.
No, not at all. No need to change the light bulb. And actually, this product comes with a limited lifetime warranty. So if you do have any issues with the light malfunctioning or not turning on after you change the batteries, Eschenbach backs their products and will ship out a new one at no additional charge.
Fantastic.
So the options for that light, you have 3 different illumination options. You have a clear, yellow, and orange cap on here that you can put over the light to change the color based on patient pathologies or preference for the color. I'd say probably 75 to 80% of the time you're going to be utilizing that clear filter on there. Also, there's an eyelet to hold the lanyard, and then this black case here at the top, that's a slip-on case to cover the lens to protect it from scratches. This is a phenomenal addition to this product. And I recommend whoever gets a handheld magnifier to absolutely get a Mobe stand. It's a no-brainer, honestly, for use for the individual. You can see at the bottom here, your upright position. The user has both hands free to work behind the lens. You can thread a needle. This mentions filing nails, but you can get a medicine bottle or something there behind there, which would allow for not having them to hold the magnifier and hold the bottle as well. And then that flat position. So there you can have the magnifier go over the reading material and they can use it for extended viewing. So now your traditional handheld that you have, you get this, accessory. And now you have a stand magnifier and have multiple uses for it. So it's a,
I love that versatility.
Yes.
It's such a great additional piece that really can transform the handheld magnifier into, a multi-purpose, magnifier.
Certainly. They come in different sizes, obviously, from working distance from the lens to image. So you do have 4 different ones available. The 7X, there's a thread on the bottom, so you can have that tripod there as well. So specifically, if you need to use any for crafts, you can have the tripod available for more flexibility.
Is that tripod, how flexible is that? And as far as being able to angle things, what's that like?
Well, I mean, you can angle it a little bit. I mean, I don't know if anybody is familiar with, I know, your handheld, like a GoPro, the flex arms. Usually it was a green.
Like this? Like something like
that?
This?
Yes, exactly.
Just happen to have that right here in front of me?
Mm-hmm. So it's going to work like that. So it is very flexible.
Okay.
So your best diagnostic range, best brightness, best illumination, scratch resistance, and best value and warranty with this. So your diagnostic range, this is the magnifier options here, basically from our 8 diopter up to our 50 diopter. The rectangular lenses, I'll show them shortly. Those are one of our most popular ones because of field of view and distortion. Majority of everybody else's magnifiers are going to be round. Your round magnifier is going to have that bubble-ish almost image or feel to it. When you have that rectangular lens, it really helps the user succeed in their task, and they have a wider field of view. So naturally, it's going to be, they're going to gravitate towards that.
Yeah, we have, a lot of people come into the showroom, and a question that I frequently get is, well, I want a high-powered handheld magnifier. I'm like, okay, great. We can assist with that, but we want the field of view to be larger. And obviously, as you know, that is something that is all about the optics. And the higher the magnification in an additional handheld magnifier, the smaller the field of view is going to be.
Yeah, that's just physics, stronger magnification, the smaller field of view. So when somebody gets to that higher magnification, say, 7, 10, 12 times, it might make sense for them to end up going to a video magnifier because of field of view.
Correct.
So that's how you're going to
Correct.
address those higher magnifications. But that
Absolutely.
doesn't mean that the handheld wouldn't be beneficial, because say they have their video magnifier, they might be, they might want something portable. The handheld magnifier, the Mobile Lux, is a portable device. They can keep their video magnifier at home and then use this when they go out to eat, to read a menu, or maybe shopping to check a label or a price tag. Therefore, they can, have two devices for two specific tasks.
Absolutely. Excellent.
And just a little note, the 16 diopter LED handheld with the rectangular lens, increasing the field of view by 25%. And, Eschenbach's the only one that has that lens manufacturing capabilities, because it's an aspheric diffractive lens. So we use diffraction to be able to have the rectangular lens on that light, or that handheld magnifier. So the illumination comparison, our Mobile Lux LED is proven to be the brightest from start and remain brightest over time in comparison to other magnifiers on the market. So, whoops, let me go back to that. So you can see that chart here, Eschenbach Mobile Lux LED, brightest light at the top. So there's a, it's not as quickly to flame out. When it does, it just drops off completely, where it's not decreasing over time. So once patients start seeing it flame out or get dimmer, they know, it's time to change the batteries. Whereas this is just going to be gradually over time. You're at 18 hours. Majority of them, their illumination is under 2000 kelvins. Ours is still at 3800. So you're still going to have a brighter light over time utilizing Eschenbach's magnifier. So this talks about the those snap-on filters. So each Mobile Lux comes with a packet with the clear, yellow, and amber pack snap-on filters, and these just go over the light and just click into place. So every handheld comes with them, and it's based, depending on your patient's pathology or preference. But like I said, more often than not, they're going to use, the one on the far left, that clear one.
And the clear one is the standard. That's what all of the handhelds come with. That is the go-to, correct?
Well, they come, yes, all of them come with a little plastic bag, and it has each of these filters. So one of each, and you actually, you have to open the bag and then put the filter on, and clicks into place. So all the handhelds come with the filters. So it's not something you need to order separately.
Right, but I think the clear is the primary one that comes factory installed, if you want to call it like that. Most of the time.
Yes, most of the time, yes, correct.
Okay, great.
So our scratch resistance, our Ceratec coating, it's a proprietary coating. Our lenses actually dip into that coating, as I witnessed when in Nuremberg. And then there's a certain period of time that they need to set before, they could be removed from that room. It's temperature controlled, dust controlled setting. So again, German engineering, highest level there. But these lenses with that coating are 3 to 4 times going to last longer than the competition in a scratch test compared to other brands. Eschenbach's lens held up better and was more usable after these lens comparisons.
So if you see that diamond logo imprinted on the actual handheld magnifier, that means that unit has the Ceratec coating. You're getting the best coating for that scratch resistant.
Yeah, I'm holding it up here if you can see.
So it's for those, yep. It's, yep. Where Matt is holding up that handheld magnifier, it was in the bottom right there. It's a little small, so it's very possible that many of our viewers today will not be able to see that, but it is there. I do want to point that out, though.
Yeah.
think we lost Matt there for a moment. Hopefully Matt will be back. Apologize for the little technical inconvenience here. Matt, can you hear us? Again, folks, I apologize. Oh, there we go. Oh, it looks like Matt's connection dropped, so we will have him sure come right back on. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties here. Just bear with us here just a moment, and I'm sure Matt will be right back on. In the meantime, does anyone have any questions? Again, you can send a question or you can raise your hand. Hopefully Matt will be back momentarily. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties here. We've heard stories that the bandwidth that's being used today with everyone working from home is at an extraordinary high level. So that is very possible as far as why we're having the difficulty. Anyway, Matt is back. So
sorry.
Matt, you're back. It's okay?
Yes.
I was just telling everyone that I think that with the amount of bandwidth that's being used today,
true,
because everyone is working from home, a lot of people are doing these Zoom webinars, that it's leading to this slight disruption. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. That is true. So I've heard. I'm going to continue to share the screen as I was at our scratch-resistant option or slide here. That's reviewing, Eschenbach compared to other manufacturers with the Ceratec coating. So best value. So you're not having to replace the batteries as often with the SMD LED. You don't need to replace the magnifier due to scratches. And this is a third of the cost when you include all those. Not to mention with this, you have your limited lifetime warranty with these handheld magnifiers. So making them better value than other ones out there. And then
Absolutely.
just touches on the limited lifetime warranty with these. Which Eschenbach, the handhelds, also some of our stand magnifiers also have that limited lifetime warranty option. So again, diagnostic range, superior brightness, illumination options, Ceratec scratch inhibiting coating, value, limited lifetime warranty. Again, I think you agree that the Eschenbach line of Mobilux LED handheld illuminated magnifiers are clearly the best available out there. So that's a little overview. I have the rectangular ones I'm going to show you, if that's all right.
Yes, go ahead.
So, as I mentioned, the rectangular ones, for your field of view, these are going to be, for a majority of the patients, going to be a very popular item for us. You can see I'm going to hold up these two to start. These are our 8 diopter and then 10 diopter LED handheld Mobilux. You can see by the size of the lens, the 8 diopter is 30% larger. This
that's
product,
great. That's a good, right there, perfect. Yep.
Yep. So this is an excellent handheld for individuals just starting out or needing additional magnification. Majority of people are familiar on how to use a handheld magnifier. They're going to naturally gravitate towards a larger lens just based on field of view and preference. So to get them started using a handheld magnifier than later. They're going to have more success with it because they do have already, you know, the capabilities to have a better acuity than later down the line, where the acuity might get worse. The next item is our rectangular 16 diopter handheld. Again, this is one of its kind. There's no other rectangular 16 diopter lens out there. Eschenbach's the only one that makes it. So this is a very unique product. And again, it uses diffraction with the aspheric lens to make it rectangular. Every other manufacturer is going to have a round lens. We do as well. But again, patient preference is going to want to have the rectangular lens because of field of view.
Yeah, I know the comments that I get, you know, people love the rectangular field of view.
Mm-hmm. And then your base, your Mo base here, you can see, you know, as it sits there, and then you can have it on its end here. So if they needed to thread a needle or something, they can get their hand behind there or read a label of a bottle. The one thing about the Mo base, and I'll show you here, it does have, you know, the magnification powers to kind of show you which base works for what handhelds. Any questions come in on the handhelds, or do you have anything?
Not yet, not yet. If anyone wants to raise their hand, if anyone has any questions, feel free to also send Q&A if anyone's shy, or if anyone wants to join the conversation here. I'm happy to bring anyone in as a panelist and to be able to ask your specific questions to Matt and myself. So again, this is a great opportunity. So if anyone has any questions, please raise your hand or shoot me a question.
And this is the bag that comes with in the box of the Mobile Lux. You can see it has the amber and yellow filter. I do have the clear one on here. I don't know if everybody can see that. I'm trying to protect the glare coming through the magnifier, but it's right here. It just clicks into place there. So you have the option to change that color based on changing the filter. So, but as you mentioned, Barry, you're more often than not going to be using that clear filter, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the primary filter that I see most people today wanting to use for their various tasks when they're using a handheld magnifier.
Mm-hmm.
So I do, you know, once in a while, you know, everyone has different preferences, and there are different types of, you know, lighting and shades that help out. You know, that's why we can talk about absorptive filters and different colors. Each filter and different colors help out different types of sight loss conditions. So if you know what feels good for you, that's what we want to do. We want to be able to provide an instrument that's going to be able to perform and give you the best possible sight.
Yep. Yeah. You brought up a good point with the filters. It's you know, there is some science around it. You know, but at the end of the day, it's an art as well. And you can address that based on, you know, patient preference. One filter is not going to solve every patient's problems. That's why there's so many different ones and different colors that, you know, somebody that has the same eye condition might prefer a totally different color than the person who has that other same eye condition. So.
That's correct.
Yeah. I'm just getting out our next, you know, line of products here.
Okay, great. Well, I see what you have.
Yeah, we're going to touch on, the Max products, and let me see here. I can bring up a,
So what Matt's about to feature is something that I like to say is one of our go-to devices or aids that provides a very simple solution. I will say that it does not work for everyone, and when it does work for individuals, it's really it makes me the happiest person, because if someone is able to use one of these devices, which Matt is going to talk about, the Max TV or the Max Detail, that is, again, it's a real straightforward, simple 1, 2, 3 solution, and also very economical.
Yep. Thanks, Barry. So yes, reviewing the Max family of products. So the Max family, it's a telescopic glasses. These are Galilean telescopes and a variety of options. They're available in the head-mounted and clip-on designs, and they provide solutions for both distance and near viewing tasks where hands-free solution is needed. So head-mounted, adjustable lenses, bendable temples. So you can adjust the temple, each of these to fit. And then the clip-on design. So those allow you to clip on directly to your glasses. There's rubber tips here to protect the lens of your glasses, but then when not needed, these can simply be lifted up out of the way. And then when they're in use, just pull them down, they click into place. So the Max TV features. So Max TV, ideal for distance viewing. Provide a comfortable hands-free solution for extended activities such as watching TV. These are 2.1 times magnification. Ideal focal distance, 10 feet to infinity. Field of view is 20 degrees. And then adjustable lenses, plus or minus 3 diopters. And I'm gonna hold this up here. On each side of the temple, there's a dial here that you can adjust the distance of from the one lens to the other, which you can then adjust plus or minus 3 diopters per individual. So this isn't just the 2.1 times magnification, since you could adjust it plus or minus 3 diopters. So you have a little range in there that you can work with. Bendable temples, and then it's lightweight at just under 2 ounces.
Yeah, so these are, yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was getting into the clip-ons. So the clip-on is designed for patients who wear prescription eyewear. Somebody might have astigmatism. The Max TV glasses doesn't compensate for astigmatism, so they might not be adequate for a certain patient based on, you know, the level of their prescription or SIL required. That's why they have the Max TV glasses. So you can have your eyewear that compensates for your astigmatism, and then these can clip on directly to your glasses. Again, same magnification, 2.1 times. Same focal distance, 10 feet to infinity. The field of view is 18 degrees. And then these specifically, you can't adjust like the Max products. There's no dial on this to adjust plus or minus 3 diopters. So this is a stationary product, but also very, very popular for patients that have prescription eyewear that can't use the Max TV glasses.
Great.
The Max Event, these are the Max TV glasses, but they do have a mirror coating on the adjustable lens to help limit that glare if you're outside at a sporting event. So it's an option for patients, making them ideal for outdoor use. Your Max Detail. So these are for obviously near objects detail. So you have 2 times magnification for these. 16 inches for working distance, which, you know, right now from my computer, I'm probably just around 16 inches. So these could be utilized for certain individuals for computer work. The field of view is 20 degrees. Adjustable lenses, again, has the dial here to adjust plus or minus 3 diopters. The bendable temples as well for fit. And then they're also 1.7 ounces.
Very light, very lightweight.
Yeah, they're light. They're you know, plastic light. Sometimes they're just as light as glasses.
So I will
a clip-on version.
Yeah. So sometimes we have individuals that will come in to the store and try these out, and sometimes, you know, the TV and the detail will be a great solution. Again, I'm always very happy when it's a simple solution like that. But then always I have people say, well, how am I going to tell the difference between the 2 different glasses if I'm using the detail or if I'm using the TV? And the way Mac can probably hold them up, if you have all of them there, is that the temples are different colors, and that is how you're able to distinguish between the two different types of glasses here.
Yeah, so
And
the
as you can
detail
see,
are the white, and then the TV is navy.
the darker.
Or gray.
Oh,
Yes.
the navy, right? The darker
Yeah,
one.
it's gray. So that's how you would distinguish, you know, the two different ones. Would be the color. Another option, you know, if something as simple as just, you know, putting on a piece of tape or something to be eye-catching enough. You know, for certain patients, I know we use, you know, bump dots are an option for feeling.
Right.
So, I mean, these aren't that level of magnification where you'd be using bump dots, but I mean, if you have to put a, you know, quick little piece of tape, maybe it's, you know, brighter, so it's eye-catching and they know this one's the detail or this one's the TV, just to decipher between the two. That's also another option. So you're, again, your max detail clips, 16-inch working distance, again, designed for patients who need that prescription eyewear.
Again, these are great, simple solutions. You know, we're talking about $200 approximately, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, you're right there at 200.
So,
Right.
Okay, excellent.
Moving on.
What do you got? What do you got next in the toolbox?
Well, the max detail with the headlight, which I want to touch on real quick here, because the headlight and the max detail, this particular product, you know, patients are reading or using this for crafts, unless they have a dedicated task light for their workstation or reading area, that's probably poorly lit and they're going to struggle to see. So having this as an option for patients, directly clip onto the max detail, and it's just a charging pack, has 3 AA batteries, and they just turn it on, and it's an LED light. It has 2 different brightnesses, 2 different brightness levels, so they could have a dedicated light source for them, which is going to make their success in reading substantially better. So next up,
I'm just curious, how much is that add-on for the light?
Do
you know approximately? Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be right around under, like, it'll be less than $400. So
okay, combined as the complete.
Combined, yeah. If you get the LED and the light, yeah, it's under $400. If you just want the light, or it's 200. So
okay, great.
So the next featured products would be our video magnifiers. We can get into those.
Again, so as a reminder, everyone, video magnifiers are extremely powerful and are a great resource when we were talking about the handheld magnifiers can't provide enough magnification in a large enough field of view. That is when we typically go up to and start introducing video magnifiers. And the video magnifiers come in all different sizes. And we'll hand it over to Matt, and he's going to go through and start sharing with you the various different sizes. And can't wait to see what you're going to show us.
Yep. So let me bring up the video magnifier program here, because this will give you a good overview on, you know, the video magnifiers and different levels. So let's see. So a little thing of, let's see, go through this. So the video magnifier program, obviously we want to have successful patient outcomes in a manner that makes economic sense with these. So Eschenbach's video magnifiers, you know, we have a wide range of products, starting with readers, and then when you get older, you need low vision magnification solutions. So obviously your handhelds, your stand magnifiers. But as your magnification increases, then we have our video magnifiers to help them with their tasks. So from here, you have stronger magnification. You have the ability to change contrast as well. So the range of video magnifiers are, that Eschenbach has to offer are here. You have our Smart Lux Digital. That's a 5.
So we're starting from the left side. If individuals who are having difficulty seeing that, we're starting from the left side, and we're going to be working our way up in a sort of in a clockwise. But we're starting on the left side. We're starting from 9, like around, as if you're looking at a watch. We're starting at 9 p.m. and we're going to end up at 3.
Correct. Yeah. So the Smart Lux Digital, that is, one of our fairly most popular. Am I still there?
You're still here.
Okay. I just got a little pop-up saying the connection was unstable, but okay. The Smart Lux Digital is a 5-inch screen. This product, very popular because of ease of use and multiple functionality of this device. Not only is it used for extended reading, you can use it for spotting tasks. You can also use it for filling out a check and writing underneath it. Other capabilities for this, if they needed to read a label of a medicine bottle, you can also angle the stand to get a medicine bottle underneath it. And orientation with this handheld video magnifiers, it's really key. Because as we're working with older individuals, they might be intimidated with cell phones and other technology. This device is really simple to use. 4 buttons, one being on off. You have your image capture mode, your magnification mode, and your contrast mode here. But the other thing to mention, this is the camera. It's directly in the middle of the screen. So for somebody that wants to read something without ever using this device, naturally they're going to put the middle of the screen on what they want to read. So that's going to make it easier for them to be successful in their reading goal. Whereas, a cell phone or other video magnifiers, the camera might not be located in the center of the screen, and then orientation then becomes an issue. And that ends up, discourages the individual from using a device and being successful with it. And that's the last thing you want to have happen. So this is a very key feature with your handheld video magnifiers. The next one is the Mobile Lux Digital Touch. That device is a 4.3-inch screen, so just a little bit smaller than the Smart Lux, but also a very popular device with its handle, and also you can connect it to a computer, so via USB, and then whatever's displayed on that screen, it will be displayed on that larger monitor. Then your VisaLux Digital HD, that's a 7-inch unit. Your magnification range on that's 2 to 22 times. You can see the red line on there, so it does have a reading line or reading support available. You can adjust contrast. Also, that product you can connect to a TV via HDMI cable. So whatever's displayed on that unit, you can have it displayed onto the larger screen. And then your VisaLux Digital XL, that's a 12-inch unit, also 2 to 22 times magnification. The really cool feature about this is a touchscreen interface. So it acts
I love that touchscreen interface.
Yeah. Touchscreen's great. A lot of people, nowadays are more comfortable with touchscreen. I've seen, some people say, older people aren't going to like a touchscreen, and that I've witnessed is completely false, because I've seen 90-plus-year-old individuals use their finger as the reading support on the touch screen, and they love it. So you have the 12-inch field of view, 12-inch screen for a large field of view, and it's a great product. And then on the right, our Vario Digital FHD. This is a easy to use, portable desktop video magnifier. Screen size on this unit, 16 inches. Magnification range on that product's 1.3 to 45 times.
Really powerful, really powerful.
Just contrast. Yep, the image quality is superior with the full HD image and camera. And the other unique thing with the Vario Digital, you can tilt the camera and actually work in front of the base. I have my mouse there. I hope whoever can see it, but you can work in front of the base instead of reaching underneath the unit. So you're in a more ergonomic position, and you have more space to work too. So if they do any sewing or if they're painting or drawing or even, filling out a check, they don't need to reach underneath the unit like traditional, CCTVs.
Right, and the Vario Full HD now comes has a couple different versions, right?
Yes.
We have one with the remote.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go ahead and expand upon that.
Yeah, so let me get out of that and I can bring up the presentation so I can explain it and people can understand it much easier. So your Vario Digital FHD, we can touch on this. So yes, there's two versions. The Vario Digital FHD and then the Vario Digital FHD Advanced. So the Advanced has some additional features. They both have the same magnification range, optical and digital zoom with autofocus, and the one-touch overview button. Non-reflective display, wide aspect ratio, easy to use buttons and dials, and then speech output on the menu items available. Images can be captured and stored on an 8 gig SD card. On both units, you can dynamic line scroll on stored images. And then I mentioned that camera being tilted to do crafts in front of the table, which is a really nice feature. So when folded, this is just over 5 inches in height. So it folds down, small enough to be stored under a couch or alongside of a desk. It includes a built-in handle on the back here for easy transport. And you have 3 LED lights, 2 on each side of the monitor, and then 1 on the back arm. So you have an even light distribution with 3 different settings. This reviews the viewable area. It does have the reading support. The weight is just under 14 pounds, and the warranty is 2 years. And the 2-year warranty is it's consistent across our video magnifier platform. So all products in the video magnifiers cover with a 2-year warranty. Then the Advanced. So Advanced has the external remote control. It runs on 2 AAA batteries, allows the patient to change the magnification. So that's in the upper right here. They can adjust magnification. They can change the contrast. That's this button here. And they can operate the overview mode with this button here, which will zoom out to the lowest magnification. You press it again, it'll take them back to that same magnification. And it'll operate with these blue arrowed buttons here, the dynamic line scrolling. So on the Advanced, you can use the dynamic line scrolling on live images. You'd still need to zoom in for it to work, but you can change the direction with those dynamic line scrolling buttons. So you can go vertically as well as horizontally, and then you have a red line that will, show up at the or flash on the screen when you reach the edge of what the dynamic line scrolling can see when it gets to the end of the row or column.
By the way, if anyone has any questions, feel free to either send them in via Q&A or to raise your hand, and I'm happy to bring you into the conversation. Again, don't be shy.
Thank you. The other advances features a mirror mode, so that automatically activates when the camera's tilted in towards the user and allows the user to see a enlarged image of themselves on the screen. So useful in doing makeup or personal care. HDMI import has been added, so that allows a distance camera to be attached. So you can view distance options, which is great for a classroom or work setting. And then a blue light blocking setting. So that helps reduce the blue light, which can cause a digital eye strain. So there's an option in the menu to activate the blue light filter, and that's on the full HD color mode. You have the blue light filter, and it's a yellowish hue on your on the screen there, which helps reduce digital eye strain. So the Advanced has additional options, and these would need to be ordered at the time that you're getting the unit, but an optional rechargeable battery. So it doesn't need to be plugged in when using it. 4.5 hour operating time, 3.5 hour recharge time, and it only increases the weight by 0.7 pounds. And then you have the optional XY table. So your traditional XY table makes it easy to slide horizontally and vertically under the camera. And it has the adjustable brake so it can be locked in one direction. Or you can order
Great
both
feature.
the battery or the XY table. We also have a digital or video magnifier table that we sell. It can be adjusted in height, and there's front wheels that can be you can unbrake to make it for easy moving. So.
Also another great accessory.
Yep. And we also have a carrying case for it. So if anybody is needing a carrying case, we have the option. If you needed it, we sell a carrying case at this time with a shoulder strap.
Excellent. So I know we were before we got sidetracked, and I mentioned the various different options that are available.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were going to continue on and talk more about the video magnifiers. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I could go through them. So let me.
What I personally always liked as far as the Eschenbach line, I mean, fantastic quality, and wherever you are with your sight loss condition, Eschenbach has a handheld that pretty much will fit right into your specific requirements. So if you're just starting off, or if you're in the middle, or if you're further along in the process of sight loss, all of these different video magnifiers can play a really nice role in enhancing your quality of life.
Yes, certainly. I mean, we have from 4.3 to 5, 7, 12, and now 16 inches. It's going to fit pretty much any, almost any, patient that would require a video magnifier. But, these are perfect for, reading newspapers, magazines, books, menus, writing notes, doing crossword puzzles as well. The portable video magnifier, magazines, recipe books, notes, checks, hobbies, crafts, doing schoolwork as well with the distance camera option. Mentioned the touchscreen capability. So the Mobilux Digital Touch, that's to access the menu, and then you have the Visalux Digital XL, which allows for, it's a more interactive touchscreen. So you can do not only zooming in and zooming out with your fingers, but also scrolling left to right as well as vertically.
Yeah, it's a really nice feature. So individuals who are already familiar with the tablet features, you have that built in to that video magnifier.
Yes, and then our stands. So we have integrated stands in our products. So allows, on the SmartLux Digital, you can see in this picture it's laying flat. That'll be utilized for reading, and then you tilt it or push the stand in halfway. It'll click into place here, and you see a gentleman filling out a check in the middle of the screen with the SmartLux Digital, or he's signing a document. Then the Visalux Digital XL, you can actually slide the camera up. It'll give you an additional 2 inches of access space, and you can get a pen behind there again. You can do a signature with that device. The dynamic line scrolling. So this is a unique feature from Eschenbach. Our Visalux Digital HD and Digital XL has the dynamic line scrolling capability. So the Visalux Digital, you can go horizontally by holding in these trigger buttons without having to move the unit left to right. And then the Visalux Digital XL, not only can you go horizontally, but you can also go vertically using the control buttons. That's the blue buttons here shown. So both products, you can scroll left to right, and then you can double tap, say the left trigger button or the left margin button, and it'll jump back to the farthest left on the device. So
yeah, I sort of point out that you have to have some magnification applied for those features to work.
Correct. Both of these products start at 2 times. If you have the product at 2 times and you're trying to scroll, it will not scroll. You need to have it magnified at least to 3 times, and then you could get some, dynamic line scrolling capabilities. But like Barry mentioned, you do need to have magnification to scroll. Whatever you see at that 2x magnification is what you're able to scroll to. So you're not gonna get an entire sheet on the screen at one time. So you will have to move the device at some point.
Correct.
Yeah. And computer and monitor connectivity. So the Mobilux Digital Touch connecting to a computer monitor via USB. Then you have your HDMI connectivity with the Visalux Digital and Visalux Digital XL. And that ends up, being a great feature for somebody that might need a high magnification, but they can't fit it all on the screen. You can have it displayed on, a larger TV or monitor, and they might not need that much magnification because so one thing to consider there, utilizing those products.
I know all these devices, they come with the cables.
Yes, they come with the cables, USB, also the HDMI cables for both the Visalux Digital and Digital XL. They come with the, your charging cables as well as the HDMI cable.
Excellent.
Distance viewing, the Visalux Digital XL has distance viewing capability. As I mentioned, the Vario Digital Advanced also has that now. And then mentioned this earlier, this being foldable, can break it down to just over 5 inches in height. A little, the slide discusses the full HD versus HD. So that's just resolution. Your HD is a 720 pixel image, and then your full HD is 1080. So that's just the image resolution and how many pixels are, in 1 square inch of image.
Yeah, it may be hard to tell here in this webinar as far as, with those trees, but when you're actually using the device, you can definitely see a noticeable difference.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And you can really see the difference in the Vario Digital desktop unit compared to, the SmartLux. The SmartLux is an HD, and then you look at the Vario Digital, it's a much more high quality image.
Absolutely. But all the video magnifiers itself are, of course, very high quality. We're just talking about here as far as the different levels of the quality of an image that come with the various units.
Dynamic line scrolling on saved images, I discussed that already. So if anybody has any questions on that, they can ask. Then you have the tilting of the camera. So you can tilt it to do activities in front of the base of the product, whether it be sewing, crafts, drawing, or writing. Attachable bases for the video magnifier, so provides a lower starting magnification. For some of them, allows for writing underneath. The Visalux Digital HD base, this one you can definitely get a pen underneath there and write underneath it. Increases the distance from the image area, and they're easy to remove. They just click onto the existing units. So for the Mobilux Digital Touch, if you did order that product, it already comes with the base included. What that allows for is it basically gives you a lower starting magnification, or lower magnification than the unit presents. So if the SmartLux starting at 5 times, this Mobilux Digital Touch with the base is actually starting at 2.5 times. So you could possibly use that device to help and change contrast, but also adjust magnification. And then the Visalux Digital HD base, that's an accessory, that'd be an additional purchase. We also have protective bumpers for our portable digital video magnifiers. So the SmartLux, Visalux Digital, and Visalux Digital XL all have their own bumpers. Protect your smartphone if you have one with a case. So obviously something important like a video magnifier, you'd also want to protect it. We also have our carrying case, which is a nice option for somebody that may train with their device possibly to or from work or school, but also an area just to have all of your device and cables stored in one central location. So this specifically, you know, it says Visalux Digital XL FHD carrying case, but you could have a handheld magnifier, you can have your smart lux, charging cable, maybe a telescope in there as well, and you can have everything stored so you know when you have your bag, you have all of your devices in one place. Then other accessories, we do have the distance camera, tripod, and HDMI cable for distance viewing. Then we also have, you know, the video magnifier table, which I mentioned. So a wide range of prices. So affordable options for all budgets. These units are customizable, so you have a wide range of magnifications, different contrast colors. If they needed a reading line or not, you can have that as well. So that gives you an overview on our video magnifiers. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, please raise your hand or shoot us a question through the Q&A. Give it a moment here if anyone has any questions. Again, don't be shy. We don't bite. And oh, we got a question. Here we go. What's the cost for the bumper case for the Smart Lux? That's a good question. We can look that up.
Yes. I will get that for you. Let's see, Smart Lux here.
Bumper, yeah, 1650, right? We just saw that.
Yeah, 1650. I want to say it's $30. $29.90. Yeah.
Pretty close, Matt. Pretty close.
Yes, so that's the Smart Lux bumper. So no other questions?
Any other questions? Anyone have any questions? Is there anything else that you want to show us today before we conclude this webinar?
I mean, no. I gave an overview. Obviously, you know, the Low Vision Shop has a majority, if not all, of our products that are cover a broad range of individuals that may need, you know, a device to help them with their goals. Not to mention, you know, filters, which you also have at the Low Vision Shop. Obviously, I know we're required to stay at home, but eventually when, you know, we're allowed back in public and we're able to go shopping again, you can see, you know, the video magnifiers there. You can see the handheld magnifiers. You can see, you know, the Max products, telescopes, as well as the filters and stand magnifiers. I didn't go through them today, but you have everything at the Low Vision Shop to try out.
Absolutely. Everything is also online at thelowvisionshop.com. And I want to offer to all of our attendees today, I'm offering a 10% discount for the next 24 hours. So if you go onto the site, specifically with Eschenbach products, this relates only to Eschenbach products. If you go on and you select a device, whether it's a video magnifier or a handheld magnifier, whatever it may be that we have from Eschenbach, and when you are checking out, you enter in the coupon code SAVE, S-A-V-E, you will automatically receive a 10% discount. And I also want to stress that all of our orders shipping in the domestic United States also come with complimentary free shipping. So again, as everyone is home now, and we want to offer that special opportunity. And again, I want to really just thank you, Matt, for spending the time today with us, going through. And again, if anyone has any last questions, you can raise your hand or send the Q&A right now. Otherwise, you can reach out to us at 410-431-2020. Once again, 410-431-2020. You can send us an email at info@thelowvisionshop.com. Again, of course, everything online, thelowvisionshop.com. And if you want to save an extra 10% on Eschenbach products for the next 24 hours, enter coupon code SAVE, S-A-V-E, when checking out. Again, I want to thank you very much, Matt, for co-hosting today. It was great working with you as always. And we'll be in touch with everyone. I just want to thank everyone again for participating in these webinars during these unique time, and want to wish everyone, good health, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
All right.
Take care, Matt.
Barry. Bye-bye.
Be well.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.